Whether I want to or not, I'm a part of the system, a system that is drastically shifting. And I want my part in this system to be one that is inclusive, fair, and just for all.
Whether I wanted to or not, I was born into a system that is grounded in the construction and perpetuation of white supremacy. Understanding this of me begins a conversation about how you and I can begin to understand one another and connect with one another within context. As a researcher, freedom fighter, and social justice marriage and family therapist, I apply cybernetic concepts and the value of context as useful tools in studying how to dismember complex, multivariable macro systems of generational oppression and create systems of justice, equity, and interconnectedness. The family is a microcosm of the larger system and one of many vehicles used to create larger social change. I am the system, you are the system, we are the system, and the system is us. I look forward to speaking with you.
Whether I like it or not, I'm a part of the system. The system that with limits works for me and you, but in multiple ways, in multiple situations, works against me and you. A system that is tangled with hate, divisiveness, and power struggles will only freely flow effectively after it's healed with the love, cohesiveness, and effective communication the founding fathers of cybernetics taught us.
Whether I want to or not, I am part of the system. As a cybernetic therapist working with families every day, I tap right into the pulse of what's happening in the world, and hopefully both inspiring and affecting change beyond those families, beyond individual bodies, into communities, into the world. I work with trans and queer communities of color, and I'll speak to that work a little bit. Looking forward to the conversation.
Hi, my name is Dr. Matt Bohr. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist with a private practice in Jacksonville, Florida. And no matter what we do, we are always part of the system. In my life, I adopted a black son. So now, I am confronted with the system of white privilege, as well as the competing system of systemic racism. And how do I resolve those two things in my own life? For myself, my wife, my child, and my clients that I see all around. The system is complicated and is always pushing. The ways in which we bring family therapy principles as well as cybernetics and systemic ideas into the therapy room is by challenging the ways in which our clients, our families, our communities think about the problems that they are currently encountering and ask them to tweak just a hair the way in which they view it. Small changes within a family can create big transformations in the community and in society together. As Margaret Mead said, never believe that a few caring people can't change the world. For indeed, it's all that ever has.
What we do matters. There's no better time than today to understand this. Over 70 years ago, Gregory Bateson, anthropologist and ecologist, brought cybernetics to the field of psychiatry, revolutionizing how we think about human behavior and dilemmas. This radical new way of understanding people in context birthed the field of family therapy. Today, cybernetic family therapists recognize that people are embedded in even larger systems than their family system, and that it's these lived experiences in these larger systems that have a lot to do with where they find themselves. We hope you'll join us to learn about how cybernetics can help us better understand the messes that we find ourselves in, societally and globally, and how can cybernetic action help us to be able to untangle ourselves from these messes. Our panel of cybernetic family therapists are going to share the work that they're doing to be agents of social change rather than agents of social control. We hope you'll join us.